And the bloopers.
Oh no! All of our bloopers!
Yeah, that's why I said that.
I hate my life.
Why I
Thanks
said-
a lot, Dzemila.
I literally said don't delete it and no one listened to me. So now we're just here in this position where we don't have bloopers or video.
I'm really upset. Let's just start.
Okay. Hey guys.
Where?
Hey guys.
I'm sorry.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to our channel. This is Dzemila, I'm Simi, and this is Iyana, and today's video is just gonna be high school advice.
So my first piece of advice is that drama isn't worth it. Like getting yourself into any drama or even just listening to somebody's drama really isn't worth it because most of it is really petty and it just distracts you from like everything else.
My first advice is don't focus on boys, only because they're a distraction. Honestly, like I know your mom tells you this, but boys are a distraction and you don't need them, especially if you're an incoming freshman. Do not focus on boys, just get straight A's and like hang out with your friends.
Just get straight.
And like just be happy, because I assure you, if you focus on boys, unless you come into high school having a boyfriend, you're gonna cry a lot, like your life is gonna be sad. Like just don't focus on boys.
My first piece of advice is kind of similar. Like romantic relationships aren't the goal of high school. The goal of high school is to get an education and to go on to whatever you want to do after that, whether it be like college or the military or like just getting a job. So just do whatever you need to do to get to that point. Everything else is like not important. So
Yeah. Kind of going off of that, my second piece of advice is to be yourself, because high school is like really about finding yourself, and you shouldn't have to like change yourself to fit into a certain group or for a certain like boy or girl to like you.
Is don't rely on people, like in general, because people will literally, they will screw you over. So like don't rely on people. Like of course have people that like you can lean on, but don't rely on people to like make you happy or to like do things in your life. Just like make sure that you're the number one person that can like provide for your own self. Like,
my second piece of advice would be to like get involved in stuff, even if like you're not that social of a person. It's really good for like if you want to go to college after high school, you have to show that you're involved in some aspect of your school or your community. So just get involved as soon as possible and stay committed to whatever you're doing and find something that you like, because it's easier to stay committed that way.
High school, okay, I haven't lived past high school clearly, but I don't think high school will be the best 4 years of your life. That's not to say that like high school sucks, like every day of it sucks, because for the majority of it, like it's pretty good. It's a good experience to have, and like you meet a lot of new people and stuff, but like you have so much more to look forward to. You're such a young person when you come out of high school, so like don't think that high school is just like the best and then from there it's all gonna go downhill.
my next one is don't underestimate your teachers in many aspects. Don't underestimate the fact that they may seem like they don't know or they aren't aware, but they're aware. Like if you don't do your homework and they don't talk to you about it, like they're literally just sitting at their desk like, I wonder if they're gonna like come talk to me about making up this like sort of like this activity or this like homework or this test. Like don't underestimate, like they may seem like they're not paying attention to what you're doing, but they're like paying attention to what you're doing.
Third piece of advice would be to like just do your homework. Like that's such a simple thing, but if you don't do your homework, like that ruins your GPA, ruins all your grades, and it's like such a small thing to do that you would think that's common sense, but then you get to high school and you just stop doing your homework one day and you never pick it back up, and I know that from experience. So just do it. Like,
and you should really like get organized and stay on top of your work, because I mean some teachers will like remind you and just be like, oh, you haven't made this up or you haven't done this,
but they usually won't.
Yeah, they usually won't, so like you have to kind of take care of yourself in that aspect.
It's your turn.
My turn? Oh, yes. My next one is study for tests. If you're bad in history, like I was bad in history, then study for tests. Take advantage of Quizlet, because that's what we did, and like we all made Quizlets for each other, and like we helped each other. Well, some of us help each other. Like yeah, so study for tests and stuff. Like if you have a math test, study for it, because if you think you can wing it, you can't wing it, because like in high school it's not going to be like multiple choice anymore. It's going to be like you have to work it out yourself. So study for a test.
I guess another piece of advice would be that like you might think that people are like judging you 24/7, that people are like really invested in what you do, but like no one really cares that much. Most people are like involved with themselves and their small group of friends, and they have like their own little drama and whatever, but it's like high school is not like the movies where like you're hopefully where like you're gonna be ganged up on by a bunch of people. Like most people just want to come into school, do whatever they have to do for 7 hours and then go home. So it's not like something that you need to worry about that much. Just go in, do your work, focus on yourself, don't get into drama, don't talk mess about people. Just do what you need to do and then go home at the end of the day.
And my last piece of advice is that you can actually like go to your teachers for help if you don't get something. Like,
You can go to some teachers for help.
okay, so
Pick some teachers that you like
Yeah.
in every subject and then go to them.
Yeah, because like they will actually help you. And like, I'm the type of student that's like really nervous to like go to a teacher or even raise my hand in class. But like going to a teacher actually really helps. Like one-on-one time is good.
I actually have two more because I added one. But like my second to last piece of advice is don't wait until the morning to do your homework. So like not just do your homework, but don't wait until the morning to do your homework because that's even worse. Like
A piece of advice that I have is that you need to focus on yourself, but not even just like the drama aspect, but like mentally and physically. You need to get sleep, you need to eat healthy, and you need to be active. Like a lot of people don't take that seriously, but if your body's not like functioning well while you're in high school, you're gonna feel it. Like if you don't get enough sleep, you're not gonna focus throughout the day, which means that you're not gonna get like all your notes and stuff, and that means that you're not gonna go home and do your homework, and it's just gonna snowball into like a big problem. So just make sure that like you're physically and mentally like healthy.
Like because school in itself is very, very hard, but if you're an IB, that's just another story. There would be
like 12 essays due
Oh,
in 2
I-
weeks.
Yeah.
yeah. And teachers are always telling you how like you need to get sleep, but like
They don't give you the
when
time
can
to do
you
it.
know? So you have to like prioritize basically.
Yeah. So I guess like another aspect of that would be like stress management. Just learn how to like come home from school, take the time that you need, make sure you do your homework, but like also focus on yourself. Like your health is more important than a grade.
Honestly, because
Yeah,
there's times when it gets to be too much, and like not like don't do the work, but like if it's getting to be too much, then by all means like step away from it because like you don't need like mental stress to like for a grade. It's not worth it.
But then pick it back up later.
Yeah.
Just talk to your
yeah.
teacher. Like if it's too much, just go to your teacher and be like, hey, I need this amount of time to do what I need to do. Hopefully they're nice about it.
Okay, so my last one is just don't cheat. Like you hear that all the time, but literally just don't do it.
That's all the advice that we have
Yeah.
for you guys. If you're going into high school, good luck. And if you are still in high school,
We understand the pain that you're feeling.
yeah, and we'll get through it.
I know some of these did seem like a joke though, but they're
But
not.
they're all
like
serious.
they're all serious.
They're all serious.
Maybe if you like follow some of these like tips, your high school career won't suck.
If you follow them and you know they work, just tell us about it. We'd love to hear how.
I want to hear about your high school
And if you
experience.
follow them and they don't work, then
Don't blame us. Like
quote us on it. I think that's it. Bye.
Subscribe.
Oh yeah, subscribe.
Don't.
Like this video. Share it with your friends.
Don't. That's a song by Bryson Tiller.
Oh. Yeah. I think
That's
it's
it.
over.